The iron in your blood did not come from Earth. Neither did the calcium in your bones. Both were built inside a star. A star that exploded long before the sun was born.
Okay, hold on. That sounds like a poem, not science.
It's science. Every heavy atom in your body was made inside a dying star.
Come on. I had cereal this morning, not a supernova.
And that cereal? Also stardust. Everything on your plate is.
Wait. Let's start from the beginning. What are we actually made of?
Good place to start. Break a person down into pieces. What do you get?
Skin, bones, blood, water, I suppose.
Go smaller. Past the cells. Past the water.
You mean atoms. The tiny building blocks of everything.
Exactly. Everything is made of atoms. Impossibly small pieces of matter. Too small to see. Millions of them would fit on the tip of a single hair.
And there are different kinds of atoms, right?
Right. We call the different kinds elements.
Elements. Like that chart on the classroom wall. The periodic table.
That's the one. Every little box is one kind of atom.
So which elements are inside us?
Mostly a handful. Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, a bit of nitrogen, then smaller amounts. Calcium for your bones, iron for your blood.
If you had to picture the mix, what is most of me?
By weight, most of you is oxygen. Surprising, isn't it?
Oxygen? But that's a gas. I'm not a balloon.
Much of it is locked inside water. And you're mostly water.
Right. Water is oxygen and hydrogen joined together.
Then carbon comes next. Carbon is the frame that living things hang on.
So, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and a little of everything else.
Just a handful of elements in the right amounts, arranged just so.
So we are basically a bag of elements. I can live with that.
But here's my real question. Where did those elements come from?
That is the whole story. And it's far stranger than you'd think.
This is what I want to know. Where does a single atom come from?
Before we go there, let me show you how wild atoms already are. Guess how many atoms are in your body. Take a wild guess.
I don't know. A few billion?
Try again. Much higher.
A trillion?
Keep going. About 7 billion.
I'm sorry, billion. 3 times?
3 times. Written out, it's a 7 with 27 zeros after it.
That number doesn't even feel real.
And here's the strange part. Those atoms are mostly empty space.
Empty. I feel pretty solid to me.
You look solid. But inside every atom, there's a tiny center and a huge amount of nothing around it.
How much nothing?
If an atom were the size of a football stadium, the center would be a pea.
A pea in a whole stadium. And the rest is empty.
The rest is empty. You are almost entirely empty space.
So, why don't I fall straight through my chair?
Tiny forces hold it all together. But the emptiness is real.
Okay, that's already breaking my brain, and we haven't even started.
Right. Back to the big question. Where did all these atoms come from?
To answer that, we have to go back. Way back. Back to the very beginning of everything.
How far back are we talking?
About 14 billion years. The start of the universe itself.
The Big Bang.
The Big Bang. The moment everything began.
All right, Professor. What actually happened at the Big Bang?
Picture the entire universe squeezed into a single hot point. Then, in an instant, it starts to grow, and it begins to cool.
And out of all that heat, the first atoms appear?
Yes, but only the lightest ones. The very simplest kind, mostly hydrogen, a little helium, and almost nothing else.
Hydrogen. That's the lightest atom there is, right?
The lightest and the simplest. Just one tiny piece at its heart.
So right after the Big Bang, the universe was what exactly?
A vast fog of hydrogen. Hydrogen and helium drifting in the dark.
And before the Big Bang, what was there?
Honestly, that's where even scientists go quiet. Time itself may have started at that moment. So before might mean nothing.
A question so big it breaks the word before.
Some mysteries we just hold without an answer. And that's all right.
A scientist admitting we don't know. I respect that.
Good science knows its own edges. Now, back to what we can follow.
Okay. But wait. That's a problem.
Go on, Sam. Say it out loud.
If the beginning only made hydrogen and helium, where's my iron? My calcium?
Yeah, none of the heavy stuff existed yet.
Exactly. And that is the puzzle. That's the whole mystery of the episode. At the start of time, the elements in your body simply did not exist.
So they had to be built. Later.
Somewhere out there.
Somewhere. And that somewhere is a star?
So how does a boring cloud of hydrogen become a star?
Slowly, and with a lot of help from gravity.
Gravity. The force that pulls things together.
Right. Gravity pulls the gas into clumps. The clumps slowly grow. More gas, more pull. More pull, more gas. It builds and builds.
Like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger the whole way.
A perfect way to picture it. And as it grows, the center heats up
How hot are we talking?
millions of degrees. Hot enough to start something incredible. Deep in the core, the hydrogen atoms begin to crash together.
And when they crash,
They stick. Two light atoms join and become one heavier atom. We call that fusion. Fusing means joining together.
So the star is gluing small atoms into bigger ones?
That's it exactly. And every time they join, they release energy.
that energy is that the light, the heat we feel from the sun?
That's exactly it. Every ray of sunshine is atoms joining together.
So the sun is a giant factory, building atoms and pouring out light.
A factory that has run for billions of years and will run for billions more.
Okay, time out. This all sounds lovely. But how do we even know any of it? Nobody has ever flown into a star and looked around.
That's a fair point, actually. How can anyone be sure?
The best question of the day. And the answer is beautiful. We read the light. Starlight carries a message inside it.
A message? In light?
Yes. Split a star's light apart, like a rainbow through a raindrop, and you find dark lines hidden in the colors.
Dark lines. What are those?
Fingerprints. Each element leaves its own pattern of lines. Hydrogen has one pattern. Iron has another. Every element is unique.
So you look at the lines, and you can tell what a star is made of?
From billions of miles away, without ever touching it.
Wait. We can read what a distant star is made of from its light?
We can, and we see the very same elements that are inside you.
The same fingerprints. In the stars and in us.
Same universe. Same building blocks. That's how we know it's real.
All right. I did not expect that to be so convincing.
Before we climb the ladder, how long does a star even live?
Depends on its size. Our sun, about 10 billion years, all told.
10 billion. And how old is it right now?
Middle-aged. Around 4.5 billion years old.
So the sun is only halfway through its life?
Roughly. It has another 5 billion years to go. No ruse.
And the giant stars? Do they live even longer, being so big?
You'd think so. But no. The giants burn fast and die young. Some last only a few million years. That's a blink in space-time.
The bigger they are, the quicker they burn out.
Life fast, die young. The biggest stars are the most reckless of all.
And this fusion in the middle, why does it need to be so blazing hot?
Because atoms don't want to join. They push each other away.
They repel each other?
Strongly. You have to slam them together at an enormous speed. And in a star, speed means heat. Millions of degrees of it.
So only the super hot core can force the atoms to fuse.
Only the core. The outer layers are far too cool.
Here's a strange one I once heard. The sunlight on your skin, is it fresh?
Huh. Not even close. The energy born in the sun's core takes thousands of years just to fight its way to the surface.
Thousands of years. To escape a single star.
Then only 8 minutes to cross space and land on your face.
So the warmth on my skin set out before humans built cities.
Ancient light from an ancient factory, warming you right now.
One more pushback. People say theory like it means just a guess.
A fair thing to raise. In science, theory doesn't mean a guess. It means an idea tested so many times in so many ways that it holds.
And this one? How well tested is it?
We have watched stars being born. We have watched them explode. We've read their light. We've found the same elements in rocks and in blood.
So it's not one clue. It's a mountain of clues, all pointing one way.
A mountain. That's why scientists are confident. Not certain, but confident.
So, let's follow the factory. Hydrogen fuses into helium. Then what?
Then the star grows older and hotter, and helium fuses too,
Into what?
into carbon, the element at the heart of every living thing, including you.
Wait, the carbon in me was made this way? Inside a star?
Every single bit of it. There is no other place to make it.
Hold on. Carbon can only come from a star. Nowhere else.
Nowhere else. Nature has no other factory for it.
That gives me chills.
Keep going.
What comes after carbon?
The star keeps climbing. Carbon fuses into oxygen, the air you breathe, then oxygen into heavier things. Neon, magnesium, silicon.
It's like the star is climbing a ladder. One rung at a time.
A brilliant way to see it. Each rung, a heavier element, and each rung needs more heat than the one before.
So only the biggest, hottest stars can climb near the top?
Now you're thinking like a scientist. Small stars run out of puff early, but the giants, the true giants, they climb all the way up to iron.
Iron. The stuff in my blood.
The very same. Forge on the top rung of a giant star.
So a huge star, deep inside, is a bit like an onion?
A perfect picture. Layers, one inside the next. Light elements on the outside. Heavier and heavier as you go in. And a core of iron, right at the center.
So the star just keeps climbing forever? Iron, then something past iron?
And here, the story takes a dark turn.
Why?
What's so special about iron?
Iron is where the building stops. Iron is the end of the road.
Stops. Why would it stop at iron?
Every rung before iron gave the star energy. Fusing paid off, but fusing iron doesn't give energy. It costs energy instead.
So, the star can't make a profit on that trade anymore.
Exactly that. Suddenly the factory has nothing left to burn. And remember, a star stays alive by pushing outward with its energy.
And if there's no energy left to push?
Then gravity wins. And gravity has been waiting the whole time.
But hold on. Not every star is a giant, right?
Right? Most stars are smaller. Gentle stars. Like our own sun.
So what happens to the small ones? Do they blow up too?
No, they go quietly. When a star like the sun runs low on fuel, it swells up, huge and red. Then it softly puffs its outer layers away.
Into space?
Into a beautiful, glowing ring of gas. Carbon and oxygen, set free.
So even the gentle stars give something back.
They do. The small ones share carbon and oxygen. The giants go further.
And the giants are the ones with the dramatic ending.
The most dramatic ending in all of nature. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
You said gravity wins. What does that actually mean?
For a giant star, it means disaster. And it happens in less than a second. The iron core can't hold itself up. So the whole star falls inward.
How fast does something like that fall?
Parts of it collapse at nearly a quarter of the speed of light.
A quarter of the speed of light. That's almost impossible to imagine.
The core slams together, goes solid for an instant, and then it bounces. And that bounce blows the entire star apart.
And that explosion has a name.
A supernova. The death of a giant star.
I've heard the word. But what is it, really? How big is big?
For a few weeks, a single dying star can outshine an entire galaxy.
Brighter than billions of stars. All by itself.
All by itself. One star, saying goodbye with the brightest light around.
People have actually seen these, haven't they? Through history?
They have. Long ago, skywatchers wrote of a new star appearing in daylight. It burned for weeks, then faded. That was a supernova seen with the naked eye.
A star dying, and humans looking up, writing it down.
And here's the part that matters most for our story. All those elements the star built, the carbon, oxygen, iron, they get blasted out into space, scattered across the dark.
The factory explodes and ships its goods across the universe.
That is the coolest and the saddest thing I've heard all week.
But wait. Something's bugging me. You said iron is the top rung.
I did. Good. Hold on to that.
So, where does gold come from? Gold is heavier than iron.
Yeah. If stars stop at iron, then no star makes gold.
Not in the ordinary way. Gold needs something even wilder.
Wilder than a giant star exploding?
Believe it or not, yes. Let me introduce the neutron star. When some giant stars die, they leave a tiny, crushed core behind. A neutron star. A leftover. Impossibly heavy and small.
How heavy are we talking?
A single spoonful would weigh about as much as a mountain.
A spoonful as heavy as a mountain? Now you are pulling my leg.
I promise I'm not. A whole star squeezed into a city-sized ball.
That is so heavy my brain just slid off it.
And now imagine two of them, circling each other in the dark.
Two of these super heavy dead stars orbiting?
Closer and closer. Faster and faster. Until finally, they smash together.
And what happens when they hit?
In that instant, the heaviest elements are born. Gold, silver, platinum.
So the gold in a ring on someone's finger.
Came from two dead stars colliding. Billions of years ago, long before the Earth, or the Sun, or you.
Okay. I need a second. That's honestly a lot to take in.
Take your time, Sam. I'm still catching my breath, too.
It's a lot, but it means something wonderful. Let's bring it home.
Please do. How do we get from an exploding star all the way to us?
All those scattered elements gather into giant clouds in space. Clouds of gas and dust, drifting for millions of years.
The leftovers of dead stars.
Exactly. And gravity goes to work again, pulling the cloud together.
And a brand new star is born from the ashes of the old ones.
Yes. And around that new star, the leftover bits clump into planets.
So our sun is a second-hand star, built from old, dead star stuff.
Better than secondhand. It's built from many generations of stars. Stars lived and died again and again, long before the sun switched on.
And one of the planets that formed around our sun
Was Earth, made from the very same cloud. The same stardust, the rock, the water, the iron, the carbon. All of it from stars that died.
Wait. Can we actually check that? Or are we just telling a nice story?
We can check. And this is where it gets solid.
How?
There is gold in the Earth. Gold that stars made, mixed into our planet. There are old space rocks, meteorites with the same elements inside. And, as we said, we can read starlight and see those same fingerprints.
So the evidence is here on Earth and out in the sky, and they match.
They match. The story holds together from every direction.
And is all of this finished? Or is it still going on right now?
Oh, it's happening as we speak. New stars are being born tonight.
Where? Could we ever see them?
In vast clouds we call star nurseries. Glowing cradles of gas and dust. Inside them, gravity is quietly building the next generation of stars.
And somewhere, old stars are dying at this very moment.
Right now, scattering fresh elements for planets that don't exist yet.
So the same cycle that made us is still turning.
It never stopped. Star to dust, dust to star. Over and over and over.
These numbers are so huge, though. 14 billion years. Shrink it for me.
Let's try. Imagine the whole history of the universe as one single year. The Big Bang is the 1st of January. Midnight.
Okay. So when do the first stars show up on this calendar?
Within the opening weeks. Early galaxies blazing to life.
And our sun? When is it born?
Not until late summer. Somewhere around the start of September.
Wait. The sun doesn't appear until September? 2/3 of the way through.
The universe was already ancient before our star was even lit.
And us? When do humans finally arrive?
The last hour of the last day, December the 31st.
The whole story of people fits in the final hour?
The final minutes, really. We're brand new here.
So the stardust took nearly the entire year to slowly become us.
Nearly the whole year. You are the ending it spent all that time building.
And just how many stars are out there, really?
More than anyone can truly picture. Start with our own galaxy. Hundreds of billions of stars, all turning together.
And how many galaxies are there?
Hundreds of billions of those as well. Perhaps more.
Billions of galaxies, each holding billions of stars.
There are more stars in the sky than grains of sand on every beach on Earth.
Every beach. Every desert. All the sand. Still fewer than the stars.
Still fewer. And every single star is a factory like the ones that made you.
Okay.
So Earth is made of stardust. But how does that become me?
Slowly and gently, the carbon and oxygen join into living things. Plants pull carbon out of the air. Animals eat the plants.
And the atoms move along, from soil to plant to food to us.
Every atom in you is borrowed, and one day it will be returned.
Borrowed from a star.
Walk me through just one atom. One. Where has it actually been?
Take one iron atom in your blood. Picture its whole long life. Born in the core of a giant star billions of years ago. Thrown out into space by a supernova. Drifting in a cold, dark cloud.
Then pulled into the cloud that formed the sun and the earth.
Locked inside the young planet. Then, somehow into living things.
Into a plant. Into food. Into a body. Then another. And another.
Passed along for ages. Until today, it sits in you carrying oxygen.
One atom. That whole journey. And it's inside me right now.
Billions upon billions like it. Each one a traveler with an impossible story. Let's make it real. Let's name them one by one. The iron in your blood. Forged in a giant star, scattered by supernova. The calcium in your bones. Built on the top rung of a dying star. The oxygen you just breathed in. Made deep in a star's hot heart.
So when you say, we are made of stardust, you actually mean it.
Not as a poem, as a plain fact. You are old. Older than the sun.
The atoms in my hand are billions of years old.
Older than the earth. Older than the oldest rock you will ever touch.
Okay. That genuinely gives me goosebumps, sir. And I do not say that.
Some.
Was that wonder? Actual wonder? From you?
Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation.
Too late. It's on the recording. Let's put the whole journey in one line.
Can we?
Let's try. It started with the Big Bang. Only hydrogen and helium.
Then gravity pulled the gas into stars.
And stars fused light atoms into heavier ones. Up the ladder to iron.
The gentle stars puffed out carbon and oxygen.
The giant stars exploded. Supernovas. Scattering everything.
And crashing dead stars made the gold and silver.
All of it gathered into a cloud. The cloud made the sun and earth.
And the earth somehow made us.
So we're the last step. The stardust that woke up.
Here is the part one love most. Go outside tonight. Look up at the stars. You're not only looking at them. You're made of them.
The universe, looking back at itself.
A cloud of hydrogen 14 billion years later, asking where it came from.
That's us. We're the hydrogen that learned how to wonder.
I don't think I'll ever look at my own hand the same way again.
You shouldn't. That hand is a museum. Every atom has a story older than time.
And I'm walking around with iron in my veins from an exploded star.
We all are. Every person you pass on the street. Same story.
Strangers on a train. All of them quietly made of dead stars.
You know what really gets me? We are all sharing the same source.
Every living thing. Trees, whales, insects, people. The same stardust.
So the dog next door is made of exploded stars too.
Every hair on it. And the tree it sleeps under. And the grass below it.
The whole planet is one big family of atoms. Then,
Cousins, all of us. Forged in the same vanished stars.
Okay, that one actually softens even me.
and we don't really own these atoms, do we? We just hold them for a while.
Beautifully put. You are a temporary home for ancient travelers. One day they move on. Into the soil, the air, a tree, a stranger.
So I'm basically a hotel for stardust with a checkout date.
The best description of a human being I have ever heard.
And think of the very first stars. The ones before all the others. They were giants. They lived fast, died young, and made the first heavy atoms.
The first factories. Building the first carbon. The first oxygen.
Every atom heavier than helium traces back to a star like those.
So there is a straight line from the first dying stars to me.
An unbroken line, billions of years long, ending right here. In you.
I keep coming back to one feeling. We are so small and so old at once.
Both are true. A tiny speck of a person made of the oldest stuff there is.
Small enough to feel like nothing. Old enough to feel like everything.
That's the wonder. Hold both at the same time, and the whole sky opens up.
A tiny knot of stardust, awake for a little while.
Awake, and asking questions. That might be the rarest thing of all.
So, the next time someone tells you to stay down to earth, you can smile and tell them the truth. You're a little more down to star.
The iron in my blood is older than the planet. I'm going to be insufferable about this.
Good. Go find someone. Tell them the calcium in their bones was forged in a dying star.
Then watch their face change. That quiet look when the sky suddenly feels personal.
That look is the reason we do this.
All right. I came in a skeptic. I'm leaving as a pile of stardust with opinions.
Best sentence of the day. And honestly, the truest one.